Happy International Women's Day, which is celebrated on 8th of March every year, starting from 1911 when it was called National Women's Day. Significance: it celebrates women's rights and fights for gender equality and also the achievements of women all across the globe. Women's rights are human rights, and this platform gives us chance to women from all over the world, from all different backgrounds, to band together for this universal cause. Symbol is mimosa flower, which symbolizes sensitivity, sensibility, and tenderness. The color is purple, which is a color of dignity, devotion, loyalty and creativity, and constancy to the purpose. Women, Stri, Nari, Shakti, power, with all these different names given to us, we are still second-class citizens. But if you see, in different roles, as a daughter, sister, wife, mother, sister-in-law, mother-in-law, grandma, and last but not the least, as a friend, a woman faces all kinds of challenges and still tries to give the gift of happiness. A woman's strength elevates men, the family, the community, and the world. Women are 46XX, so we are perfect, and that we have proven by our longer life expectancy, and even in utero, a female baby has more chance of survival than the men. So I feel that let us raise our voice, not to shout, but to be heard, so that we are perceived in true sense. Let's remember and promise ourselves that I am not free while any woman is unfree, even when her shackles and my shackles are very different. In our Shastras, it is said, Yatra Naryasu Pujyate Ramante Tatra Devata, meaning thereby, where women are worshipped, gods rejoice. So my prayers today is, may you be held in love, may tenderness carry you, may the pain you know too well be lifted from you, may your heart's heaviness be lighted by grace, may hope around you, may you see the miracles and know you are one. May your courage give us courage. May your love hold us tenderly. Thank you.
வணக்கம். எங்கள் ஊர் தேக்கம்பட்டி. என் பேர் ஆர் ரங்கம்மா. இப்போ இந்த காலத்து பெண்ணுகள்லாம் திரும்பிட்டாங்க. இப்போ ராகி, சோளம், கம்பு, தெனை, வரகு இதெல்லாம் சேமித்து அந்த சாப்பாடு சாப்பிட்டு கீரைக்கு அதுக்குள்ளே சேர்த்துக்கிடும். முருங்கைக்கீரை, பாலக்கீரை, தொய்யக்கீரை, பல கீரை சாப்பிட்டா உடம்புக்கு நல்லது. டெட்ராயில், ஆம்பு, மகளிர் தினம் வாழ்த்துக்கள்.
Hi, this is Anagha Kosaraju. I would like to congratulate MIindia.com, DIWA and Mai Family Services for their contribution to the Michigan Indian American community. I wish you all a very happy International Women's Day, and I hope you will use the tools and resources around you to move women and the Michigan Indian American community forward. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Hello, Namaskar. MI India, Day Traveled, Mai Family Services, बेटा मी माई. तुम्ही माझी आठवण काढताना याचं मला खूप बरं वाटतं. मी अमेरिकेला येऊन गेलेले बाळा, पण एवढा परिचय नव्हता, एवढं मला फिरता आलं नाही. पण एक मात्र खरं बेटा की सारे खरे सुखाचे आहेत आटलेले, शिवता मला हे आले आयुष्य फाटलेले. रेल्वेत भीक मागणारी माई, स्मशानात राहणारी माई, अरे प्रेतावर भाकरी भाजून खाणारी माई. व्हेरी गुड बेटा. म्हणून आपल्याला चालत राहायचं पण मागवून पाहायचंय. आणि थँक्यू म्हणा आलेल्या परिस्थितीला. क्या बात है, मेरी भी कॉलर टाइट है आज. बहुत अच्छे हो, इतने दूर गए फिर भी याद रखे हमारी. क्या बात है, माई खुश है.
My hearty wishes to my family, my India and Detroit Women's Association for International Women's Day. Thank you for making me part of your celebration. A special thanks and wishes to organizer Anu Gopalakrishnan. This is Suhasini Maniratnam wishing you a very happy Women's Day.
I am an outsider. I built these beams with your dreams and watered my red velvet roses with your green garden hoses. I have learned your words, your rules, your pets' names, your silly games, and yet you ask me, "So, where are you from?" And suddenly all I hear is, "You're not from here." I'm an outsider in my own home. I am alone. I am the dirty magazines my son hides behind the kitchen counter, not meant for polite company. A homemaker, you ask me. But what do you do? What I do is build a home on the hope that my life will get better. That silly dream that still gives strength to my mother while that man hurls abuses at her. She couldn't save herself, but she could give me what they took away with her dowry. Freedom. She parceled me in a red wedding sari and wrote down the address on the package, "Anywhere but here." But out here, away from there, it's the same. No, it's worse. Because out here, I am an outsider. I am a clothesline stretched between two worlds, neither here nor there, too proud to hang my dirty laundry out to air. What right do I have to complain? Back home they have it worse, that patriarchal curse that forces women to be nothing more than a kitchen appliance and a purse. Out here I don't need to wear a veil to cover my head, just a high collar to hide the bruises. I'm better off than most, but worse than I've ever been. A small price to pay for piped gas and a chance to eat at the same table as the men, to be seen. But I am still an outsider. The women here, they don't believe in second chances. No way. But neither do the men behind the desks believe in first-time applicants with no resume. What's the use of picking up the pieces of my life and walking away when I can never make these odds and ends meet? I am an outsider from my own body, from these bruised hands and feet. When the mehndi faded and the scars didn't, I learned to distance myself from my flesh, from my fear. Every time he abused me, I went away in my head, yet another anywhere but here. I bandaged my wrists in handcuffs of, I probably deserved it. I wrapped broken bones in tourniquets of, he will change. I concealed the scratches under an, I'm doing fine. I straightened my back with a brace made out of, I will not break. I am an outsider when it comes to life. I will never ever consider anything as stupid as suicide. How can you kill yourself if you're already dead inside? I am an outsider. I always have been. But only until I let someone in. You are not alone. Let someone in. Someone like you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Soul Tough. We are excited to celebrate the 44th International Women's Day with all of you. This special event is organized by 3 incredible organizations that have been serving our community for over many years. I use the word incredible because without them, over 3,000 women victims of domestic violence living right here amongst us would have been trapped in horrible situations. Today, we celebrate their revival as victors. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what Women's Day is all about. I am Sheetal Nidimoru, humbled to be your host for this special event. Before I introduce you to our distinguished keynote speaker, let me thank you in advance for spending your time with us. As Serena Williams said, every woman's success should be an inspiration to another, and that we are stronger when we cheer each other on. So join me in cheering these exceptional women emerging successfully from different situations in life. I promise you, this event will leave you inspired. Our speaker for today champions for women's issues and has made it her mission to strive for social causes, children's education, and senior healthcare. She had the awareness that change has to come politically to make a difference in society at large. But she also kept hearing conflicting opinions that politics is dirty, it's corrupt. Thankfully, she got clarity to her dilemma when she heard the Indian politician Nirmala Sitharaman address a group of women. She said, if politics is dirty, go in there and clean it up. Inspired by this, and despite having 0 qualifications, she ran as state representative to serve her district. And guess what? She went on to become the first Indian immigrant in the Michigan State Legislature and now is currently serving 2nd term. It's my immense honor to present our distinguished speaker, our state representative, our fellow Michigander, Representative Padma Kuppa.
Hello, I'm Padma Kuppa, the state representative for Troy and Clawson. I'm here in my 2nd term serving the people of the 41st District. I'm honored to be able to speak today to address my friends from MIindia.com to my friends across Michigan and those on social media for this International Women's Day celebration. Many of you are immigrants like me, women who are strong and have grit, who have persevered through difficulties big and small. We wear multiple hats: daughter, wife, mother, employee, entrepreneur, and so many more hats. And we know how to multitask. How would we accomplish so much without that ability? We take on challenges, we weather storms, we find solutions to problems that we face and stare opposition down because we have that special feminine inner strength, Shakti, or the feminine divine, or whatever you call it. We love to serve, to help our families and our friends, our colleagues and our neighbors, and we are always ready to volunteer and help those in need. I always love to remind people that volunteering is the ultimate exercise in democracy, and that is what led me and so many others to participate in the civic and political arena, whether it is to run for office or push for change by advocating for the things we believe in. We work to uphold our shared values, whether it is protecting our planet, educating our children, or defeating COVID. We also help other women, especially those in need and those who are vulnerable. I want to take a moment to acknowledge organizations like Michigan Asian Indian Family Services and Detroit Indian Women's Association who have sought to lift women who need support from those who are victims of domestic violence or those who are striving to be successful entrepreneurs. By working together, we are able to empower our sisters and our daughters, creating a bright and prosperous future for all around us, for all of Michigan, for our country of origin, and for people around the world. They do say that the hand that rocks the cradle rules the world. This Women's Day, let us remind ourselves of all the achievements women have to celebrate and recommit ourselves with purpose. We are the change agents. We can shape and define our world by rolling up our sleeves and taking on everyday challenges because we are soul tough. Thank you all for sharing these few moments to acknowledge the strides that women have taken and to dream of what is yet to come. Happy International Women's Day.
Thank you, Representative Kuppa. Our society is better off due to your sincere efforts. That reminds me of the time when I chose to challenge. Back in India as a schoolgirl, I noticed that the streetlights were on for days, and this is the time where we had frequent power cuts. I thought it was my civic duty to call the electricity board. And the guy on the other side, all he wanted to know was, who am I and why do I care? They are not used to citizens caring. More recently, I noticed that the North Bay Park in Ypsilanti, the whole side, all the trees were erased, hundreds of years of trees. I went to the Ypsilanti Township Center to ask why, just so the golfers next door in Marriott could have a lake view? And all they could ask was, who are you? Why do you care? It's a question for all of us to ask ourselves, who am I? Why do I care? And when we answer it authentically, we emerge as women who choose to challenge and change the chauvinistic patterns in our society. We emerge as one soul-tough sisterhood, sisters creating solutions for sisters in need. So who am I? You ask. I am a woman, a soul that creates. Why do I care? You ask. Because I am not separate from my creation. So let's celebrate our sisterhood through a joyous expression of our tenacious human spirit through dance. Coming up is an enthralling performance by a versatile Kathak professional, winner of many prestigious awards, choreographer for a dance drama of over 40 dancers, founder of the Dance Academy Asmi, and actor, a valedictorian, Anagha Huprikar.
तू खुद की खोज में निकल, तू किस लिए हताश है? तू चल, तेरे वजूद की समय को भी तलाश है, समय को भी तलाश है। जो तुझसे लिपटी बेड़ियां, समझना इनको वस्त्र तू। जो तुझसे लिपटी बेड़ियां, समझना इनको वस्त्र तू। ये बेड़ियां पिघाल के बना ले इनको शस्त्र तू, बना ले इनको शस्त्र तू। तो खुद की खोज में निकल, तो किस लिए हताश है? तो चल, तेरे वजूद की समय को भी तलाश है, समय को भी तलाश है। चरित्र जब पवित्र है तो क्यों है ये दशा तेरी? चरित्र जब पवित्र है तो क्यों है ये दशा तेरी? ये पापियों को हक नहीं कि लें परीक्षा तेरी, कि लें परीक्षा तेरी। तो खुद की खोज में निकल, तो किस लिए हताश है? तू चल, तेरे वजूद की समय को भी तलाश है। जला के भस्म कर उसे जो क्रूरता का जाल है, जला के भस्म कर उसे जो क्रूरता का जाल है। तू आरती की लौ नहीं, तू क्रोध की मशाल है, तू क्रोध की मशाल है। तो खुद की खोज में निकल, तो किस लिए हताश है? तू चल, तेरे वजूद की समय को भी तलाश है, समय को भी तलाश है। चुनर उड़ा के ध्वज बना, गगन भी कपकपाएगा। चुनर उड़ा के ध्वज बना, गगन भी कपकपाएगा। अगर तेरी चुनर गिरी तो एक भूकंप आएगा, एक भूकंप आएगा। तो खुद की खोज में निकल, तो किस लिए हताश है? तू चल, तेरे वजूद की समय को भी तलाश है, समय को भी तलाश है।
मन के मंजीरे आज खनकने लगे, भूले थे चलना कदम थिरकने लगे। अंग अंग बाजे मृदंग सा, सुर मेरे जागे। सांस सांस में बास बास में धुन कोई साजे, गाए